Picture yourself out in the desert 1,500 years ago. You live in a small town just a day's trek from the great capital of Basra, one of the biggest, liveliest, and most prosperous cities of the time. You just trekked in back from the city with your girl and your camel, and you're all probably pretty thirsty, right? The ancient inhabitants were too. That's why they constructed an effective and efficient water system to drink their fill. For nearly 600 years, this system served crystal clear drinking water to not just the Nabateans, but also the inhabitants during the Roman, Byzantine, and the Umayyad times. But then there was a massive earthquake in AD 749. The whole system collapsed. The rubble from the devastation destroyed the water system in most of the town, leading to its abandonment for centuries. Today, this is what it looks like. The ancient city of el-Jimal, located in the Badia, a large, dry, and hot desert in northern Jordan. It only rains a few times a year here, and the availability of water is a huge problem. There are constant shortages. It has to be piped in from elsewhere, and they're using groundwater at nearly double the replenishable rate. And some scholars even think this aquifer could run out of water in the next 20 years. Then there's another problem. Recently, the modern community of el-Jimal got some new neighbors. 110,000 Syrian refugees living in the Zatari camp just 3 kilometers away. Each and every one of them is using nearly 35 liters of water per day. This makes the water situation even worse. And last year, the neighboring town of Mafraq even ran out of water for 2 weeks. So this is a huge problem. But 1,500 years ago, the local community here solved that problem. Here's how. When rain falls on the nearby mountains, a huge amount of water collects in rivers, called wadis, that flow for just a few days. 3 of those rivers pass a few kilometers from here, and the ancient community diverted parts of them to fill up all of the reservoirs on the site. So why am I telling you about this? Well, 1,500 years ago, this system collected plenty of water. In fact, the city was famous for it. So why not reconstruct that water system? If even half of it could be restored, you'd have extra water for thousands of people. Well, guess what? That's exactly what's happening. And it's crazy. As it turns out, sometimes the best solutions aren't new. In the heat of this desert, the el-Jimal project and Open Hand Studios are bringing this ancient system back to life. They are here restoring the water system to put it to use for the modern residents at el-Jimal, all while preserving it in its historical form. This is innovative, this is edgy, this is smart. In 2009, the team reopened the main water supply channel, which immediately filled up a few of the reservoirs on the site. The mayor actually had to hire a lifeguard for the first time in the community's history because of all the children swimming in the main reservoir. Now they're working to permanently restore the whole channel, open up the water routes inside the site, and repair several of the reservoirs so they can all be filled with water. That will give the thousands of local residents and their animals an additional 12 million liters per year of life-giving water. Amazing, right? So let's toast to the creative work the el-Jimal team is doing here. Want to learn more or get involved? Check out the project's website.